It could also be beneficial. And people, you don't hear about that much, but it's a possibility.
We've been talking about the new Omicron COVID variant, but could it be a positive thing in the pandemic? A Valley health expert says it just might be. Well, the hope here, listen to this, even if it's more contagious, the Omicron variant might be less deadly.
And Spencer Blake is live in the newsroom. We'd love to hear if there is any silver linings here, Spencer.
Yeah, Nicole, this one's interesting. We're waiting to see, basically. But former State Health Director Will Humble says it might be the case that there's some good news to come out of this, but we still know very little about the new strain.
The United States is in the next stage of the pandemic, with the Omicron variant officially detected now in California, Minnesota, and Colorado.
So there's a very good chance that Omicron variant is circulating in Arizona right now. We just don't know it yet.
Right now, 95% of inpatient hospital beds in Arizona are filled.
We're still seeing the ICUs filled with COVID patients, and we're still seeing these nursing shortages, staffing issues.
Yet the incoming Omicron variant might not be a huge blow to the system.
The real answers that we're going to get are going to come from South Africa, because that's the place where they had the initial community spreads.
Will Humble, executive director of the Arizona Public Health Association, says Omicron could be worse than Delta and escape vaccine immunity. But he thinks it's more likely the latest strain will turn out to be slightly more transmissible and perhaps less deadly, which is how viruses often evolve over time. Ultimately, that could be somewhat of a good thing, so long as Omicron is covered by the current vaccine.
You could have Omicron take over from Delta, outcompete Delta out in the world and in the United States, and have it result in less deaths.
It could also lead to more worldwide antibodies to help build up herd immunity. Humble says those taking the biggest risk against the strain that we're still learning about are the unvaccinated.
This virus will find them eventually, whether it's Delta or Omicron. The virus is going to infect those unvaccinated persons.
South Africa is a few weeks ahead of us as far as Omicron spread goes, so we should learn more from their scientists in about 2 weeks. Live in the newsroom, Spencer Blake, Arizona's Family.